Hello, lovely. It's Yasmin from Tiny Time Big Results. And today I want to talk to you about networking. Networking is one of those activities that people either love it or hate it. And when I say hate, there's like this incredible aversion to it. You do anything except go networking. And I think that a lot of it is down to the word networking. And so sometimes it's just about reframing that. But what I wanted to, I suppose, share with you in this episode is really about kind of why I believe networking is really valuable in your business, why people don't like doing it, and then 3 top tips as to how to make networking work for you. So if you're ready, let's dive in, okay? So first of all, let's talk about why people don't like networking. And feel free to share your thoughts as well in the comments box to let me know why networking might possibly not be your most favorite activity. So first of all, you're really afraid of coming across as being pushy and being salesy. The truth is that when you're going to a networking event, the mindset that you go to that event is crucial, okay? If you are thinking, I'm going to make a sale when I go to this networking event, then chances are you will come across as salesy and pushy, and people will want to stay away from you, but without actually understanding and knowing why. It'll just be the vibration that you emit. It'll be the frequency that you're emitting, buy, I'm selling. And people will just be repulsed by that. And they won't even know why, but it's just because that's the energy that you're coming to the meeting with. So if you're worried that you're going to come across as salesy and pushy, think about, actually, am I coming at it from that perspective? Am I thinking that I'm going to go to this meeting and I'm going to meet a new client, I'm going to make a sale? Because if that's the outcome that you've got in your head, then without you realizing it, that's the energy that you're putting out there, and then your actions, the language you use will all be geared to that, even though you're not really consciously thinking that. But if you're thinking, God, I really need another client, then that is what will happen. Secondly, people don't like being sold to. And so you're afraid that someone's going to be trying to sell you something. And so you're thinking, oh God, no, stay away. I'm not interested in buying. I'm not interested. And so, instead of you being the seller, now you're the buyer, and you're feeling like you're getting put off by the fact that people are going to try and sell to you. Works both ways. You don't want to come across as being salesy and pushy, but then you don't want other people to come across as being salesy and pushy to you either. And then the third reason why a lot of people don't like, or the majority of people don't like networking meetings, is because it really takes you out of your comfort zone. If you're not comfortable talking to people that you've never met before, or having, just a bit of chit chat with someone, and you're afraid of, if you go into a room and you don't know anybody, or they're all standing in huddles together and they're all talking to each other, but no one's talking to you, it can be really frightening, and it can be pretty traumatic, especially for people who are introverted, because that is the idea of their worst nightmare, really. That, oh my God, I will have to go and speak to people. And so that can really put people off as well. Nothing happens in your comfort zone. It's only when you start stretching that comfort zone a little bit here and a little bit there, that's when the magic actually starts to happen. And the truth is, in business, we're constantly having to push those comfort zones a little bit further and a little bit further. I'm not asking you to do big leaps here, but just little bits, because when you push and see what you're actually capable of doing, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. So let's talk about what networking can do for you in your business. The number one thing that a networking event can do for you is you build relationships. So you get to meet people, you get to connect with people from a broad range of organizations, depending on your business. You choose, this is one thing I would say, is choose your networking meetings carefully, so that you are, being strategic about which ones you're going to. You're not just going to any and everything. But when you meet people and you share a cup of coffee, there's power in that, and you're building relationships. And the second thing that you need to remember when you're networking, and why this is really powerful for your business, is it can be so it can be so useful in that you're actually spreading your message, you're sharing your knowledge. And this for me is really important, that when I'm chatting with somebody in a networking meeting, and we might be talking about challenges in business, or we're talking about like, what do you do and things, and somebody might share something that they're struggling with. This is your opportunity to be useful. If you are going to maybe for example you're a sleep expert, a child sleep expert, and you're going to a mother and baby event, parent and baby event, and someone's saying, God, my 2-year-old just won't sleep. This isn't your opportunity to sell, but it's an opportunity for you to be useful. So just think of it in terms of the free content that you might be providing online. So whether it's your blog, your podcast, your videos, so it's just an extension of that. You're not giving away the farm, but what you are saying is, there's a really great technique that you might find useful, and this is what it is. So you're giving them something, you're giving them a taster, and they go, oh, that's really useful, thank you so much. Like, that might not result in a sale, and that's okay, but you've been useful. Trust me, the seed has been planted, and that seed might take a little bit of time, but I promise you it will blossom. Maybe not necessarily with that person, but they might refer you to somebody else, and they say, oh God, I met this amazing sleep expert, and you have to check her out, check him out, go on their website, and they've got this great website, and they've got this great free gift, go and get it. I promise you, be useful, and it will work for you. And then the third reason why networking is so good for your business is because it allows you to create that greater visibility. People need to know that you exist. And sometimes it really is about getting out there and pounding the streets and, shaking those hands and letting people know that you exist. And networking is a brilliant way for you to be able to do that, especially, like I say, if you're strategic about the networking meetings that you go to, that, when you're going into a room of 20 odd people, okay, these are all potential connections, collaborations, and partners, not just clients. And that takes me nicely onto my 3 top tips for networking. So first of all, focus on giving and not getting. That really makes a big difference to your energy levels and the way that you come across and how people respond to you. I promise you, just go with that 1 tip for your next networking event, and it will be amazing. It will really blow your mind. Focus on them. And this is something that I think that people get a little bit funny about, that, how can I make networking work for me? Well, forget about you and take the focus away from you, because that means that the pressure is off. Focus on them. Ask them questions. Talk to them, and ask them about their problems or their challenges or their struggles, and depending on what obviously the context. Get to know them as a person. Have a conversation. It feels like we've lost the art of just talking to people and getting to know them and being interested. It was a Dale Carnegie, talks about, how to win friends and influence people. Be interested in them. That's all. People, love to talk about themselves. So give them lots of opportunities to do that, not with the with the idea or anticipation of a particular outcome, but just because you want to get to know them. Promise you, it really is. It's a great way to spend your time. It's really enjoyable. And maybe because I'm particularly nosy anyway, I just like to ask questions and find out more stuff. Okay, and then the third top tip is, please stop seeing people as potential clients, because when you look at it from that way, then yes, you will come across as salesy, you will come across as pushy, people will kind of go, oh God, they're trying to sell me, and I feel like I'm getting the hard sell. Just forget thinking about people as potential clients. Truth is, you could go into a room and there could be 20 people there, and not one single one of them could be a potential client, but they could all be amazing collaborators for you. They could be amazing partners for you. They could be great referrers for you. Okay, so instead of putting all that pressure on yourself and thinking, I'm going to a networking and I have to get a client, that is the worst outcome to expect from a networking meeting. Go in there with the intention of giving, being useful, building relationships, making connections, and sharing your knowledge and your expertise in a way that feels good to you and it feels good to the other person. The key to networking is really stop making it about yourself and make it about them. I hope that's been useful to you today. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments, and I look forward to speaking with you the next time. Don't forget to grab my free gift on my website, yasminborojee.com, which is my top 20 time-saving, money-making tools. A 20-hour-week business does not happen by chance. You need to be strategic and deliberate. And if you'd like to know more about how I can help you, then on my website you can also book your Tiny Time triage call, and let's have a chat and see how I can help you. All right, my lovely, have an amazing day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.